I'm going to give y'all my top 20 since it's been 20 years of TDE. I'm gonna give y'all my top 20 TDE albums. At 20, we're going with Herbert. It's I unironically or ironically, I have the merch on. Did not plan it, you know what I'm saying? It's just cold in my apartment, so I put it on. 19 Sylvia's Demo by Isaiah Rashad, which was my introduction to Isaiah Rashad. Um, yeah, dope project. You know, Shot You Down's on there. Uh, Menthol's on there. It's a fantastic project. 18 Alligator Bites Never Heal. I know it's technically a mixtape. It's an album to me. Granted, it's the only mixtape that I included because I don't see it as a mixtape. So 17, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Now, this is my least favorite Kendrick album, but it's also the most important Kendrick album for me because as somebody who is currently going through therapy, somebody who's currently changing and becoming a different person, to hear an artist on his level be this vulnerable, come on, man. Come on. At 16, 9005. Nine, this is J Rock's album. This is, to me, J Rock's best album. This is probably the most slept on album of any of the TDE artists. This is just a fantastic project. Shout out to J Rock. I can't wait for your next album. At 15, Long Term Mentality. This was the album that made me go, Absol is that one. You know what I'm saying? Because the long term mixtapes, the number one and two, you heard the potential. You heard it. I'm like, I was calling them West Coast Lupe for the longest because the lyrical ability. And I was like, he's just missing something, man. He needs that project. And Long Term Mentality was it. You got bangers like Gone Insane. Hell yeah. You got some heat on there. Check it out if you haven't heard it. 14, Oxymoron. This is Schoolboy Q's album with the biggest hits. This is that album. Schoolboy was in his bag. This album has so many damn hits. It might have been the greatest hit album. It's that good. Shout out to Q. At 13, Sun's Tirade. When they took this album off streaming, I know some people who were losing their mind. Losing their mind. And I was just like, yo, y'all need to calm down. You need to chill. It's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? They always get it resolved. Get Top on the phone. It's gonna get handled. Trust. At 12, SOS. And when SOS first came out, I thought it was solid, but I didn't. I was like, all right, cool, it's whatever. Man, the following weeks, I played the hell out of that. I played it so much. I probably played it more than SZA has played it. I played so many songs. I got songs on my work playlist, you know what I'm saying? Like Kill Bill, like I got my students singing it. Should I have them singing it? Probably not. But it's on the work playlist. It bangs. Shout out to SZA. At 11, November, Sir. I think Sir is probably, if not the best R&B artist, male R&B artist, top three. You know what I'm saying? Sir has not given us a bad project. He's been consistent. He's always done his damn thing. Shout out to Sir. At 10, I'm going with Section 80. This is my favorite Kendrick album. Has my favorite Kendrick song with High Power. You know, like the bangers on this project. You got ADHD. You got Ronald Reagan era. Like you have so much heat on this project, man. Like this was the album that made me say that Kendrick's gonna be more than just some backpack rapper, because that's what I thought. And there's nothing wrong with like being a backpack rapper, but this one I was like, oh no, he can actually like make a commercial song. He can actually be that guy, and that's what I got with this album. I knew Kendrick was going to be something special after I heard this album. It's my favorite project from the man. At 9, Damn. This is probably his most universal album. This is also the album that won him the Pulitzer. This album by Kendrick, you got some of his biggest songs. You got Loyalty, Love, Humble, DNA. Like, those are some of his biggest songs on here. But then you got like top 5, arguably Kendrick songs with Duckworth and Fear. You got Phil on here. You got so many damn hits on this goddamn album. This album is great. Great, I tell you. At 8, The House is Burning. Probably a top 10 album, just no genre, top 10 album of the 2020s so far. Isaiah Rashad within his bag. Score is such a fantastic song. Um, Seven, Chasing Summer. I'm so mad I missed the vinyl drop of this album. I am so mad I missed it, man. Like it was, I just was like unaware, and by the time I found out, the album was sold out. I'm so mad that I didn't get it. The album is just fantastic, man. Sir in his bag. One thing Sir gonna do is give you a great R&B album. He might take his time, but when he drop, it's gonna be fantastic. I remember seeing Sir perform too, and I was like, this nigga is like he's singing, and then like when he's talking, it's like you feel like he's threatening you. Or some of the stuff he was saying and stuff like that. But still, Sir is dope. Fantastic artist, fantastic music. Check out Sir if you haven't. Check out Chasing Summer if you haven't heard it. But if you're watching me, I'm sure you've heard Chasing Summer. At 6, Blank Face. Now, every Schoolboy Q like diehard fan, like the ones who have Schoolboy Q as their favorite rapper, they all have Blank Face as their favorite Schoolboy Q album. Blank Face is one of them albums that if you told me this is the best TDE release, I wouldn't agree with you, but I would not argue with you because it's fantastic. It's a great album. It's an album that made me feel like I can be a drug dealer too. So there was one point I had to stop listening to this album because it made me really be like, man, fuck school, sell some drugs. Don't follow that advice, kids. If you're watching, if you're a kid and you're watching, turn this shit off. Um, at 5, Control. You cannot tell the 2010s R&B, the 2010 music without Control. Control literally defines a whole era. That album is fantastic. You cannot tell the story of the 2010s without Control. Control is that good. That album, I saw SZA twice. Like I saw her twice when this album came out. Like I love the album so much. The album also has like a little sore spot for me because every time my ex was mad, I don't know if she realizes that she played the fuck out of this album. It got played. When I made her mad and I knew this album was getting played, I knew we weren't making up anytime soon. We weren't making up anytime soon. But it's a fantastic album. Control, SZA, fantastic. 4, I'm going with Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. My album of the year. Still my album of the year. It's great. Blue Lips is it's just it's the production, the feature choices, the different flows, the beat switches, like everything about Blue Lips is just great, my boy. If you haven't heard Blue Lips, what are you doing? What are you doing with your time? All right. At 3, this might shock some people. I'm going with Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City is like a play. Not a play, it's like a movie. It's like you're literally listening to a movie of on Kendrick's life. Like you're hearing about the shenanigans he got into when he was a teenager and what he was doing with his friends and chasing booty and getting jumped and fighting and robbing and like the art of peer pressure and all that type of stuff, man. Being from SoCal too, this album I related to a little bit too much. I'm not gonna tell you what part of the albums I related to, but I related to the album a little bit too much. Good Kid, Mad City is a great album. It's just pressure. It's pressure. At 2, I'm going with Control System by Absol. This is an album that they need to press on vinyl yesterday. TDE, trust me when I tell you this. If y'all press this album on vinyl, we are going to buy it. I might buy 3 copies myself because I want to give one out as a gift and I want to frame another album. This is one of my favorite hip hop albums ever. Absol was in his bag. This is like a masterpiece. Like I can teach a whole class on this album. This album is great. It's great. Like Control System is just one of them ones. Like I saw Hip Hop DX make their list and they did not have this album on there. And I lost a little respect of them as a publication because of that. Because this album is so freaking good. It's so good. Like it's Control System is one of them albums, man. Like in 10 years, we're going to talk about this album in a way like we're going to say it was ahead of its time. You know what I'm saying? The double entendre, the triple entendre, like the black lip pastor, black lip bastard. You feel me? Soul was in his bag. I'm telling you right now, though, TDE, press this on vinyl. We needed this yesterday. Put it on CD. Shit. Just sell it. I will buy it. I'm telling you right now. I will contribute so much to it. Fantastic album. And number one, it's the obvious album, maybe the greatest hip hop album of all time, To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly is such a great album. It's like a masterpiece. Like the way that jazz and hip hop is blended, the subject matter, especially as a black person, like to hear the stuff he's talking about, especially at the time, the stuff we can relate to. Like my only critiques of this album ain't even the album. It's how white people love the album. Cause they love it a little too much. Like what you mean, all right, your favorite song? What you mean the Black of the Berry is your favorite song? What you mean you work out to this album? What? What are you working out to Black Struggle? Black Pain? What you talking about? Album is fantastic though. Album is fantastic. There's nothing that I can say about this album that hasn't been said already. It got all the critical acclaim, all the awards. Like the album is great, my guy. There's nothing I can say, my guy. The album is great, my guy. Hey, hey, I'm about to start rapping in here. My guy, my guy, my guy. It's great. To Pimp a Butterfly, classic album. You can't make a top 5 hip hop albums of all time and not have it in that. That's how great it is. I don't care what your 5 is. I know To Pimp a Butterfly better be one of them. That's all I'm gonna say. But that is my list of the top 20 TDE albums. Let me know what you think, whether you agree. Give me your top 5. Just have the conversation with your boy. I love talking to you.